mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. Whoa. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up. We up. We up. See from here we going up. Made the call. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up. We up. We up. We up. We up. We up. This the flow on Hooter, I bet you know that. Listen, once you step in here, no, you can't go back. Try me, no one told you now, see, that's a no-go. Oh, she fine like when I'm dancing on a logo. But no, it ain't not for free. My minimum fee go crazy. I'm dropping them gems, no maybe. But that's the reason they pay me. I came up with the homies, was running plays a lot. So it's a double entendre when they say play the block. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We've got the Warriors and the Knights. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Now, here's Johnson. Inside. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Garnett. The Warriors pull it in. The drive by James. And the dunk by James.
Wow, LeBron on the roll. This time rocks it.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stuff.
Well, heady plays like that are what Jimmy Butler is all about. He knows where the defense is.
Here's James. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. LeBron's got his second bucket of the game to go. Johnson surveying the floor. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Now here's LeBron following the shot by Kevin Durant.
And LeBron enjoys fooling the D right there, tricked them, got them in the air, and gets himself to the free throw line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He's off on the second. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable. Force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And Leonard has it in the corner. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Butler attacking. The three from Davis. Pass to Butler. Good ball movement here by East Rutherford. Here's Durant. And a missed layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
As he's gotten older, LeBron has changed his body, relying a little more on that power.
To stop the run, Garnett with it. Outside, Davis fires from deep. And James pulls it down. And so James will bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Leonard. Drives to the hoop. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Butler. East Rutherford trails by 7. Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, KD attacking the rim. Hard to imagine anybody's going to get in the way of that.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Doncic with it. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Stolen by Wade. Here's Olajuwon. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there. Almost automatic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Olajuwon with the block. Lobbed up there for Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And he gets it back. Here's Doncic. Nowitzki a screen. In the corner, Irving with it. Stolen by Wade. Carter left side. And it's East Rutherford, good for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Doncic. Good D by Olajuwon. And it's East Rutherford's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Kept alive. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Doncic feeling it out. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Now here's Tatum. Nothing on the board. Just 5 to shoot. Barkley, and that's good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Knights making a switch here. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Doncic outside. Out to Bird. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Bird outside. Outside Irving. And the Warriors miss again. No good on the shot. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's East Rutherford. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Knights.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers, and they're capitalizing on it.
And it's out of bounds to East Rutherford. They'll retain possession. Wade outside. Out to Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Outside Tatum. Good ball movement here by East Rutherford. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And the Knights have possession. They trail by 1. After this run, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here's Wade. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Embiid in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Leonard with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And then Abdul-Jabbar slams it in.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Hardaway. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Here's Doncic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
To the inside. And the dunk by Robinson.
I love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century that season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Outside Hardaway. And he drives in. Pass to Johnson. Back to Davis. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. Leonard looking over the floor. That shot missing. Great D that time from Johnson.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled.
You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
Leonard lets it rip from three.
And by the numbers, Kawhi is one of the most efficient three-point shooters ever.
Outside for Durant. Back to Barkley. Johnson outside. There's a good screen. Just 5 on the clock. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Now, here's Doncic. The rebound by Johnson. KD on the wing. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Warriors have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Substitution for the Warriors. Number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Outside Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Durant. From past the arc. And Irving pulls it down.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And that one's good. Leonard. Here is Durant. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Warriors lead by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron outside. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Butler. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Sometimes defense is about persistence, and Jimmy Butler knows this. Forced the ball handler to slip up.
Brett, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades. Well, Kevin Durant operating right now out of the pick and roll. That's a scary proposition.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Warriors leading by 6. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. LeBron outside. Fires the 3. Rebound, East Rutherford.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Good ball movement here by East Rutherford. Now Johnson. He has 6. Up top, Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Tatum, good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Outside Leonard. Releases. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Knights. 4-point game.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pulls it from the elbow. The rebound by Garnett.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
8 away. And the shot no good. A bit short.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the wing 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Carter. Here he goes. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Here's Brown. The shot that time, not on target.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And he's able to get it back. Back to Tatum. For the tie. Good. He hits the jump shot. Tatum's got the game tied up here for East Rutherford.
How about the attitude Tatum has? I mean, if he has room to shoot, he is going to let it fly.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. And the Warriors miss again.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And that one's good. Tatum.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Doncic with it. We've got 1:23 left here in the third quarter. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Up top, Doncic. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. It's a close game here in L.A. Outside Hardaway. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki.
Still Max ball.
.52 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's Doncic. Luka on the move. Vince Carter grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For East Rutherford, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
32 seconds left to play in the third. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Max ball.
.15 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to Hardaway. Floats one up. Outside Irving. A wide open look for Bird. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Warriors ahead. They lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Tatum. Pass to Johnson. Here's Olajuwon. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's 6 points for Hakeem Olajuwon. Irving up top. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. In the corner, it's Bird. Off target from outside.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for East Rutherford, Magic Johnson.
That's good from Johnson. And the Warriors making a change here. Good on both. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Outside Butler. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Johnson outside. Pass to Olajuwon. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Warriors. Outside Leonard. For 3. The rebound by Johnson.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Tatum. East Rutherford with another miss. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Leonard. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Nice teamwork. The right guy ends up with the ball in his hands. And Kawhi finishes that possession.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Changing it up here. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Garnett with the block. Wade left side. Johnson right side. Pass to Durant. 5 on the clock. Over LeBron. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Because of the physical skills and the versatile approach, it's hard not to run plays through Durant pretty much every time down the floor.
Here's James. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors making a change here.
Magic Johnson.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And the sustained greatness of LeBron James, just something when you take a step back, you really marvel at. We truly have been witnesses to something special.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
And the Warriors miss again. And it's East Rutherford's ball. They lead by 1. Outside Durant. A powerful flush by Durant.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Look at that.
Look, give LeBron the ball and get out of the way. LBJ again.
Wade with it. Leonard picks him up. Pass to Durant. Back to Wade. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
And that's why this team turns to Dwayne Wade in times of crisis.
Embiid the screen. Garnett with the block. And a fast break now for East Rutherford. Outside Durant. Durant uses his size in close. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knights.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
That's the Gilgeous-Alexander. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, and he challenged the defense with it that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. Here's James. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And the Knights have possession. It's a three-point game.
And how about the killer cool of Olajuwon? Loves to put the team on his back when the game gets tight.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Leonard. Guarded by KD. Shot, high post. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for East Rutherford. And so they foul intentionally.
Third team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Joel Embiid. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Kevin Garnett taking 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. James looking around. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch.
Droopy on the beat.
Set my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. This the flow on Hooter, I bet you know that. Listen, once you step in here, no, you can't go back. Try me, no one told you now, see, that's a no-go. Oh, she fine like when I'm dancing on a logo. But no, it ain't not for free. My minimum fee go crazy. I'm dropping them gems, no maybe. Look, that's the reason they pay me. I came up with the homies, was running plays a lot. So it's a double entendre when they say play the block. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Durant. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A.
And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one. Now, that's what I call great basketball. Finding a way to get all the way inside.
And that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
To the middle. James. And it's James with the jam.
Not the first, certainly not the last time we'll see this. LeBron finding airspace.
Up top, Carter. There's the triple. Drops in the three.
You don't want to let him. Get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's James, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Here's Leonard, and the dunk by Leonard.
What a powerhouse move from Kawhi, getting right to the rim.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burner.
Here's Johnson. Outside Carter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Durant. From behind the arc. Back to Carter. Left side, Durant. Joel Embiid with the board.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
The three, James gets the three ball to go. James has got 7.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Spins. Here's Durant. It's stolen by James. Here we go. Leonard outside. Shoots from 12. East Rutherford pulls it in. An 8-point differential. Inside.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
It's tipped. Right side, Irving. Denied by Tatum. Now Butler. A minute 39 left in the first quarter here. Here's Tatum. Deflected. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries the spin move. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They're leading by 8. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Outside Irving. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Butler's shot is good. Here's Irving. And he drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his second basket.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Leading by
12.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
But right away, they've been hassling ball handlers, just swarming defense and very active with their hands, looking for any chance to force any kind of turnover. Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Doncic outside. Leonard outside. 6 on the shot clock. East Rutherford pulls it in.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Carter. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Still has the hops. LeBron, one of the most forceful dunkers in the league.
Outside Hardaway. They get it again. That shot is off. Pass to Leonard. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Doncic with it. Defended by Hardaway. Here's Leonard. Out to James. Here's LeBron. And slam dunk by James.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
Here's Carter. Shot blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. There's Davis with the three. Hits the trifecta. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the defense will settle for AD shooting threes. Better that than him going inside.
Here's James. There's the drop. And it's James with the jam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Carter, good. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And he lobs it up to the rim. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. The free throw drops for Embiid.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
Here's Irving. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Pass to Bird. The three ball. Davis with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Garnett. The kick to Durant. Another shot. No good, off the front rim.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Yeah, the passing has only gotten better from Embiid. It adds a huge element to his game.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. There's a minute 34 left in the second. Here's Wade. Drops in the layup for two.
As soon as Wade gets the ball that close to the basket, he's going to take advantage of weak defense and score.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Now they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Now here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. 4 on the clock. Here's Bird. East Rutherford pulls it in. Pass to Tatum. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Irving. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of this game. Six to shoot. Tatum pulls it in. Carter from outside. Poke loose.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Now Brown. Puts up a three. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. They lead by 12. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. James with the ball. That's no good. Shooting 6 for 8 now. And East Rutherford with possession. Down by 12. The offensive rebound. That shot, no good. Out to Leonard. The 3 is up. East Rutherford pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. Here's Garnett. The putback. And he can't get that one.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
On defense, the visiting team. A 12-point game. James attacking. Doncic outside.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
There you go. Finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Doncic outside. Pass to Leonard. 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here's James. He's got 13. Driving inside. Rebounded by Johnson. LeBron James with the flush.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Here's Barkley. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Barkley's got 5 points.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard right side. That one falls. 6 points for him.
Perfecting that shot early on in his career. Kawhi loves to get to that one.
Johnson. Doncic grabs the miss. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
And the growth that Shai has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
I got yours.
Outside Robinson. Clock at 4. Fires high post. And a big finish by Robinson.
Love how Leonard slices passes through the defense. He guts the defense pretty quick on that pick and roll.
Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. They set the pick.
Nice foul. Magic Johnson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Teams will make substitutions. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's on target from the high post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Dwayne Wade.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Drives to the hoop. Robinson can't hit.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Irving looking around. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. That one goes. Count it. Irving's got his third basket on the night right there. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
McClaw attacking. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good that time. Good D by Hardaway. Lets it fly. Wade, that's good. Wade's got 4 points this quarter. Leonard on the wing. Got it up. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They're up by 10. And we've got more action coming your way. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Knights. Trailing by 10. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Pass to Wade. And he banks in the layup.
Just a great setup there. You can see how Jimmy Butler enjoys making plays.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. To catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thanks. James, outside. James from distance. Easy work.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
Wade misses. James outside. Lets it go from deep. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Pass to James. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. James has got 10 points in just the second half. Knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. James outside. Goes up from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Wade. Can they get it? No good on the shot. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Pass to Bird. Back to James. East Rutherford pulls it in. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
It's terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
James outside.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Magic Johnson.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Pass to Irving. It's picked off. Here's the break. 4-3. James with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul. East Rutherford making a switch here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jimmy Butler.
so hard to contain LeBron. He's explosive and clever and unpredictable. It's kind of a nightmare for any defense.
Both free throws good from James. And East Rutherford with possession. It's a 16-point game. Johnson with it. Picked up by Embiid. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Here's James. That one falls.
That's a good one, Pete.
1-on-1 pull up with 10s.